What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today, tonight, or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I really appreciate it, y'all. Man, for some reason I'm losing my voice, y'all. So I'm going to keep the show a little bit light tonight. I am going to do a show on Thursday where I will feature my picks, going over game day, week 3 and all of that good stuff, just to kind of save my voice for the week because I work with customers. So I got to make sure I have some kind of a voice when I start talking to them tomorrow. So it's going to be basically interview show, featuring two of my good friends that I actually haven't had on the show for a while, Mr. Gabriel Manning and Mr. David Leathers. Um, have both been staples in the league for a very, very long time. So it's going to be interesting to hear from them this evening, in regards to their careers and also in regards to the switch to college football 27. You know, being in the 2K era, people get used to it, people get comfortable with it, complacent, if you will. So it's interesting to hear their thoughts on the move and on the switch. First, I've got to do shout outs real quick. Let me get rid of this banner. Excuse my voice again, guys. I'm hoping that it won't go out on me on the show. Otherwise, David and Gabe are going to have to carry it, but I'm sure they could do it too. Shout out to Goose Busters being the very first on the scene. What's up, Goose? Good to see you and good to meet you in person at the convention. I hope I see you again sometime. And of course, David Leathers in the booth with me right now. What's going on, David? Good to see you,
Hey,
sweetheart.
thank you so much for having me on. It's we were talking pre-show. It's been a minute since we got to do this, so I'm happy it worked. We found time on the schedule to make it work because this is always fun coming on the show.
Yes, sir. It's great to have you, man. We got a lot of catching up to do. Another person that we got to catch up with is Mr. Gabriel Manning, one of the most expensive men I know. I'm just playing. I'm just What's going on, baby? How you doing? I can't hear you. 1 second. Let's see if I can turn you up. Is your mic muted by chance?
All right, I think that may be it.
That's it, man. That's it. What's going on?
Uh, oh man, yeah, it's just too much work. Yeah, no,
Now you see what I got to go through every
I
week,
know.
man. Every week.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad you got on here early.
Well, man, I'm glad. I'm glad that you made time for me. I'm glad that you figured everything out so you could be here tonight. Um, you guys, as I was alluding to earlier, you guys are staples in the community, been around for a very long time. So let's let the people know a little bit more about you. Gabe, we're gonna start with you first, man. I mean, I think you have the longest tenure between all three of us, right? Because I came
Man,
in season 12.
I came in season 10, I want to say.
See?
Yeah, came in season 10. San Francisco Sharks.
San Francisco Sharks.
Yeah,
I know somebody heard that. I'm like, who?
I know, right? All these younger players probably wouldn't know that team, man.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. So, Gabe, tell us a little bit about you. We're going to start personal first, that you feel comfortable with sharing with everybody. Some of your hobbies, some of your talents. What are some of the things you like to do?
Ah,
I know some.
yeah. Yeah, I got into well, one of my big hobbies is firearms. I got into AR building and I guess during COVID time, man. I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 years now. But other than that, I don't know. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I feel off somehow.
No, you good,
But yeah,
man.
yeah. Cigar smoker. Yeah, got into that too about 3 years ago. So I'm trying my hand at that. Uh, I work for the Department of Public Safety.
Okay.
I've been there, state employee, 35 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been with the state. Um, Man, that's about it. There's not much to tell. Been in the league 18
Hey,
seasons, I believe.
that's what I'm
Three
talking
different
about.
teams. The Sharks, I was 11, I think 2 seasons. No, 14. Colts. Now with now, yeah. Let's see, trying to think, and that's.
Hey, man, I mean, that's enough for you
Oh,
to,
yeah.
start off on.
Let me see.
You said what?
I know. Oh,
I was
who
gonna
is that? I'm
say, I
trying to think.
mean,
Max
they
Jackson.
are building, like you building guns, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I want to eventually gunsmithing, but other than that,
I tell you what, if I ever need some protection, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna call you, bro.
yeah.
I'm telling you,
Right. Yeah, great.
David. David, what about you, man? Some personal information that you want to share with us, um, and your tenure in the SFL.
Yeah, well, definitely. First, before I start, I mean, this is cool being on here with Gabe. I've been in the league with him for the entire time I've been here, so it's cool to just get to meet you, virtually, anyways, and learn a little bit
Sweet.
about what you got going on. Obviously, a legend in the league for sure. So this is
Man,
cool.
we gonna
Um,
talk about it.
yeah, but for me, let's see here. I just got done. I'm a big into mountain biking actually, so I just got done mountain
Okay.
biking for this show. So that's usually if I'm not playing sim sports or working. I'm usually out there on my bike. So that's
Right.
like that's definitely something I like to do. And then yeah, I'm involved in a lot of these kind of like sim leagues like this. Like Ashley and I are in like a hockey league together, goals, which I know some people in SFL are
What?
in.
Yeah,
And they have a bunch of other ones. Yeah, sim sports is there's a lot. I mean, it's not just. I mean, this is about a football sim league that we're all in, but yeah, it's kind of spans across like different kinds of sports and things. So yeah, I'm usually doing that when I'm not in the SFL doing SFL things.
nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, it's safe. Now you out there riding bikes? Are you riding on mountains?
Yeah, so I'm in Wisconsin. We don't really have true like
Oh,
mountains here, I guess, but there's enough terrain that you can. Yeah, we've got some hills and things like that around here. So that's usually what I'm doing. And I really want to go out to at some point in my life out to Whistler Mountain, which is outside of Vancouver, which is kind of like the mecca of mountain biking. So
Nice.
one day that's kind of like a destination spot. I like to go ride. Should be really fun.
nice, man. Nice. Okay, well, just be careful out there, man. Please.
Yeah, that's right. No, you gotta ride within your limits, right? Like that's very important in mountain biking. It's for people that might ski or something like that. It's similar. Like the trails have colors, and so you can kind of figure out, okay, can I do like the green is the easy, right? Blue is an intermediate, black, and so on and so forth. So you can
Math.
kind of find where, yeah,
Yeah,
find
get
where
the
you
Good
fit.
green.
math. Yeah, but that's the interesting. That's interesting. And I asked these questions so that we could, find some common ground because you never know, like what one person likes, you may find it, in someone else too.
But and
Um,
I was gonna say, I mean, it's interesting watching your show when you have all different people on. I mean, people have such varied interests in the league. Like it's pretty interesting
Oh,
to
wow.
see. Just
yeah,
across the league what people are into and things like that. So it's a lot of interesting personalities and people in this league.
man, and I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons that I do this. It's not for me. It's more so to get everybody else out there so they can get their stories. Like that's how it started. All of the extra, going into the games in detail and everything like that. I was told I really didn't have to do it. Like the interviews was enough. because that to me, the people behind the players are the most important part, you know. And we've got people that are all over the world. So just to be able to hear from you guys and know that I probably would not know none of you if it wasn't for this league, you know, if it wasn't for
Right.
Sim Sports, if it wasn't for this league specifically. So it's a great thing. Um,
So true.
yeah,
For sure.
huh?
No, I was saying so true. Yeah, I've met a lot of people. Swift
Yes.
brothers, man. Yeah, I would have probably never met those guys, but yeah, due to the league, man, it you. So yeah, and I'm loving. That's why I'm sticking around.
Speaking of being around, you've already accomplished something that very few players in the SFL can say. You've been MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, All Star. You've built a Hall of Fame career. And at this point, I want to know what still motivates you to be here.
Love of football. The love of football. Period. Yeah, that's what keeps me. And then just the camaraderie in the league, man. A lot of guys, I met a lot of friends through here, and I just enjoy it. Cam has done a great thing with the league. Really like it. So that's about it.
No worries, man. I got another question before I shoot over to David.
All right.
Lexington has gone through different eras. I mean, hell, I was even a part of one of them. Um, you've maintained, wait, Lexington has gone through different eras, different teammates, and different expectations, but you've remained a major part of that franchise. So, what does being in Lexington mean to your personality at this stage in your career?
Man. Ooh, I would say loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always got a plan, and we're always trying to make the team better and better. We had a few hiccups over the last couple of seasons. A couple seasons made the playoffs, and then came close last season. Seems like we take two steps forward and a couple back, but we're still working. And man, I just enjoy the locker room with us guys and the coaching staff. So yeah,
Okay. Good one.
yeah.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
David, you've been around the SFL for years as well, strong safety, defensive back, and have been playing in secondary have been playing in secondary at a very high level. When you look back at your player, you were when you look back at your player when you were when you entered the league versus the player you are today, what has changed the most? Do I need to reread that? Because I kind of
No, I'm following where you're going with it. Yeah, I
okay.
think so. So the first thing is we changed engines, which I know you mentioned. Like we're about to do it again, actually, to different games. So actually, when I very first built my player, we were on the old All Pro Football game, and to now. So that's one thing that's a little different. And then I think really everywhere that I've gone, like all the team, like I've been on a handful of teams. Not, I mean, I think it's probably less than five, but every stop I've been at, I feel like the coaches there kind of helped me to build, give my players something different. Like I was able to when I first came in with DC, they helped me really just start up from scratch, essentially. So I got my start there, and then I was with Motor City, or St. Louis, which became Motor City, now on to Washington nowadays. But I was with that franchise for some years. I thought they did a really great job with my player. I mean, had some really good statistical seasons when I was with them, and then I was with San Diego for just one season, play with my friends and things like that, and then now I've been with Minnesota for a number of seasons. And they do, yeah, they're really great as well, helping with progressions and figure out what I need to do. And I've been, I'm playing safety now, but I think I mentioned on a previous show with you, I've been sort of around the the defensive back positions, right? I've done cornerback, I've done safety, and they all kind of they're similar and they're not, right? Like you kind of all need to do some of the same stuff, and then depending on what specific spot it's at, you might need different attributes and things like that. So yeah, defensive backs are interesting, I would say, to build and to kind of figure out where you can plug them in. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey, to be sure, over the years in the league.
So follow-up question to that. Were you changing those positions to accommodate the team, or were you just doing that because, hey, I just want to try something different?
Yeah, I think when I first came in, I very first built my player in the SFLM as a safety, and then I think DC needed me at corner, and I said that I'm happy to do it. It's defensive back still, so no problem. And then I bumped back to safety with some of my other teams in different spots. So it's kind of been a combination, I suppose. Like I'm happy to do what the team needs, but yeah, I guess safety was my original build, if you would. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we got a couple comments. Hold on one second. See who this is. Doug Day in the building. Say what's up, David. Shout out to Ryan Davis sneaking in here. What's good, y'all? Good to see you, baby. And Warhammer. Who is Warhammer? I know that name.
That's me.
I was worried.
Yeah.
Gabe in the building too in the chat. Appreciate that. A great DB build can plug and play anywhere. Very true.
Yep. It's a nice position for sim football because you can be versatile, and different teams might need different things.
So that's another question for all the rookies that are joining the league, because we're going to be having a lot of them because we're switching over to college football. Well, I guess it's going to be different, huh? The builds are going to be different.
Yeah, most definitely.
Are you familiar with college football, Gabe?
Yes.
Nice. Good. Awesome. So I can ask you these questions then. Fantastic. So, guys, I want to know, by you both being familiar with college football 27, what do you see some pros and some cons that could happen within the first season? I mean, we're getting ready to roll this out in February. So I'm curious to know, what are you guys seeing in your just normal gameplay? And I can start with you first, David.
Yeah, I think so. Visually, it's a very appealing game, I would say, which you would expect of a basically a brand new game, right? Like it looks good, and they're adding in like dynamic weather and stuff like that. So that's been really cool to see. I personally have played these games for like a really long time, even before they had the long hiatus where they weren't making them, like dating back to NCAA 14 and prior. So it's a series that I'm like pretty well familiar with. So yeah, visually, I think it looks really nice. I imagine we will suss out some cons as we go on, but it's hard to say because I haven't been in like a sim league sort of spot with it. I suppose like how heavily we'll be using it in this league. It'll actually be really interesting to see, I think, how it goes as we use it for this purpose. So I wouldn't say it's a perfect game by any means. I don't know that a perfect game exists, college football or otherwise, but I think I'm optimistic about it. I would say using it generally speaking for SFL.
Okay, Gabe, what about you? Thoughts?
Well, I would echo a lot of things David had to say about it. Also, pretty much the same thing, but just the game engine, like you said, it looks really good. I want to see how that game engine it works out. But other than that, I'm excited about going to it. I've played I'm like David. I still own mostly all the hard copies of college football. I even own the infamous college football 14. I was able to score a copy of that. But
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited about porting over.
So will you be getting into coaching, Gabe? Or are you already into coaching?
Yeah, I'm the let me see how that says.
Offensive, do you help with the
Yes,
offense?
coordinator. Yeah,
Yes.
co-offensive coordinator. I just help out. I just from game knowledge. I've been playing these games for years, so I just help out with select play selection, just anything about the game. I still own
Okay.
them.
So, David, what are you doing? Are you coaching too?
I don't coach in the SFL. Really just a player in this league. Although I am more in some of these other sim leagues. I'm in a more heavily involved in this one. But this one, I'm kind of just player only.
So, do both of you plan on being heavily involved in the new game when we switch over?
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, potentially. I guess we'll have to see what's going on and with my team and everything. And I think I definitely could have some insights on it, just having played it and such. So something I'd be open to, I suppose. We don't have any formal plans, I guess.
So I was told that you can create stadiums in like 30 minutes. You can create playbooks very quickly. Have you guys noticed that, or have you guys played with that part of Team Builder? Do you have an experience with that yet, or?
I have not.
Okay.
I have on I guess the previous year's version, so CFB 26. Wait, 25.
26.
26. Yeah, we're 27. I know it's throwing me off because it's always 1 year off of the
Right.
year that we're in. But the previous game, yeah, I did build. I've done, I've messed around a little bit with Team Builder and I built playbooks as well. So I definitely agree. Like it's pretty easy to. Not, I don't consider myself a coaching mastermind by any means, but it's pretty easy if you just want to say I'm going to slap a playbook together and you can go and it's all broken out by formation, and you can go in, you can pick the plays that you want to add to your book. And I think they can be pretty big if my memory serves. Like I think they can be up to like 750 plays or 500 plays, something like that. So you can get a pretty large playbook put together.
Okay.
Nice.
That's gonna confuse everybody. It's gonna be hard to scout for, huh? Because you don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's gonna be what's interesting to see about this. I know there's already been a little bit of talk about which teams are well positioned to be good at knowing this game and putting together playbooks and things like that. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how the league just adapts this game in general, I guess, just visually and everything else. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning curve for everybody, but I also think that it's going to put everybody on even ground as well, because you may have the experience on the game, right? But then when we're implementing how we do things into it, you don't know how this is going to change the grand scheme of things. So, it's interesting, but 2K has served its purpose for us,
Right.
and it was good, while we had it. I have noticed an influx of people just since we've announced it that have come in and wanting more information about the league and everything like that. So that's a good thing. But
yeah,
you both have been around this league long enough to have seen it change dramatically. So if you could sit down with your younger version of yourself before your SFL career began, what is one piece of advice that you would give your player? Well, while y'all thinking about that, we got some comments in the chat. Hold on.
Okay,
y'all look.
Oh man.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning how to do this interview thing. Got to get better with time. Okay. So it's Doug Day and Ryan Davidson. Hopefully, hope that Doug Day's knee get better. I felt so bad being at the convention and watching Doug trying to have fun with everybody, but I know he was in pain, man. I really hope that you get better soon, man. Seriously. I'm feeling a lot better. Good job. Good deal.
Good.
Okay. So, gentlemen, now that I gave you a little bit of time to think about it, who want to go first? What
David?
advice would you give your younger SFL self?
I can go. I would say just be very. I mean, I think I probably was. But I would emphasize, I think, to be open to feedback, right, on player build and everything like that. I mean, especially a lot of the coaches have like a lot of experience doing this. Even when I came in a while ago, there are people that had already been in the league for a long time, simming the game and things like that. So it's certainly helpful to know football strategy and what's good for certain positions and things like that. But it's also helpful to have experience with the game itself and what's going to benefit an actual like sim gameplay. So yeah, take all the feedback you can get in this league is something I tell myself or rookie players coming in, especially going to a new game as well. So busy. It's good.
I mean, you never know what happens. You could have some positions coming available. You never know.
Ooh,
So, what about you, Gabe?
man, for me, I don't know. Maybe it's helping the rookies out a little more with their bills and things over the years. Could have helped out a little more, but
Well,
other than that,
actually, what advice would you give yourself, like
oh,
young
myself,
Gabe that
young
just
guy.
started in the league? If you can go back and say, "Hey, man, listen, you might want to put extra points on strength because you started off kind of rough," something like that.
Man, and then what's funny you said that because that's what I did. But it's I'm probably one of the strongest receivers in the league, and I didn't, I guess I didn't have a lot of strength on my player, so I was getting checked by
Hmm.
these corners, so I had to buff up a little bit.
I'm
But
sure. Listen,
yeah,
you became a little bit untouchable, man. Some people wanted, thought about, hey, how about Gabe? It was like that price
yeah,
point.
hey, I
Goose, don't be a
performed.
hater. Don't be a hater, Goose.
I performed.
Yes, you
Hey,
do. For you to have all
every
those
night.
accolades, yes, you do. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But were you finished? I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Um, it's funny because all my questions didn't save on my thing. So, Gabe, last season you put together 1,365 receiving yards, 11 touchdowns, won Offensive Player of the Season. And when you look at that performance, what do you think people still don't understand about what it takes to consistently produce at this level?
Man, oh man, it's just work on that build. Keep looking at your build and see what your players' weakness and his strengths are. But even with that good season I had last season, people got to understand Alex West was right there too. We both
Mhm.
went over 1,000 yards, so that played a big part too. You couldn't just key on me, so West was getting a lot of those passes too.
Mhm.
So defense is like in this season, y'all better watch out for Parrish.
Yes.
it's
CJ is a problem. He is a problem.
just staying consistent on your build and understand what you want your character to do on the field. Like I watch my player all the time and see how I can make him better. Points is getting awful thin. I'm near the end of them, but there's always something I can add. So, and that's about it.
So at the end of the day, when you decide that you want to retire, both of you, many, many, many moons from now, what is one thing, or you can name a few, that you would want people to remember about your player?
Uh, Never really, for me, I was shocked as how good a kick returner I turned out to be over all the seasons because I didn't really start kick returning, punt returning until week 6 of week 10 when Merrick Atera and who was that? Max Jackson said, "Hey, let's try you at punt returner and kickoff." So yeah, I never even thought about it. never, and then it just worked out.
Yes, it did. Best kick returner ever.
Hey, I need a couple more this season. Solidify it.
The way it's going, you might. You
It's
just
not
might.
done yet, right? Yeah, he's still got time.
Yeah.
David, what do you want people to remember you for when you retire?
Yeah, I think kind of what I touched on before, just the versatility that I've been able to bring for my player. You know, playing the different defensive back spots, and depending on what team I was on and what they needed at the time, like bringing different things. Like I could, especially when I was in San Diego, they had me blitzing a lot, which I don't. I mean, now I've basically never. I'm really doing that, but like my player was built to be able to do that. And I was, when I was a corner, I had to be working on my speed and try and keep up with these wide receivers. So I mean, I think just having a player that was built, had a good all around build, I would say, able to do different things is important for defensive backs.
Nope. Okay. Now you mentioned that you were a part of lots of different locker rooms, and of course, you'd hope that every locker room in the SFL makes you feel like it's a family. Open door policy makes you feel like everything is all good, right? I would like to know what were some of the differences in the locker rooms that you were being a part in. I'm not saying that I want you to pour salt or be negative or anything like that, but I am curious about. I've only been in 2 locker rooms. I've been with Tulsa and I've been with the Scorpions. So when people are involved with different locker rooms, I'm just curious to know.
Yeah, it's been interesting for me, I think. And I actually I don't have anything negative to say about any of the teams I was on. They all are actually great experiences, but different for sure. I think there's depending on how many teams we have in the league at any given time, there's that many different ways to approach like just being like just this league experience in general. So that's kind of been interesting to see how the different teams do different things. And yeah, no, I think there's different ways to keep people engaged. Like something I remember from my very first join was DC. They used to and they might still be doing this over there, have the players vote on the jerseys they'd wear in that week's game. I thought, I always thought that, was really fun to do. So, yeah, and yeah, certainly, yeah, everywhere is going to be a little bit different, is what I've found in my time in the league. So that's kind of, I mean, if you're going around to different teams and trying to figure out where you fit in, certainly there is probably a team for you that has exactly what you want. It's just kind of a matter of talking to people, figuring out like what you want and how it's going to align with what they've got going on.
Okay, but is there something that you could be kind of specific about? Let's say when you were in DC, like you kind of were specific, but like when you were St. Louis, St. Louis, they was on the struggle bus for a minute, man. Like,
yeah, no, it's true. I mean, that's the other thing, is that like it's easy, right, when the team is winning and things are going good, right? Like it's a little bit different if the team is, like you said, struggle bus, or you're not making the playoffs. And I've now been on both sides of that, right? Like especially when I very first joined, if people will remember, DC had been on a hiatus or something. So when DC joined back up, and it was basically like an expansion team. So we really weren't like set up to be in like a super like competitive position right away. So yeah, I got like that experience like right off. And now I mean DC's got it figured out over the seasons, which I don't think was to anybody's surprise. But that is part of sim sports, is that you're not guaranteed to be on a championship roster right every season. So you kind of gotta learn, I think, to enjoy regardless of like team results, I suppose, if you're going to have like a long career, right? Because you're going to be on both sides of it at some point, most likely.
Indeed. And Gabe, you were just on Lexington, right? I know you said the San Francisco Sharks.
Yeah.
But didn't they turn into Tulsa?
No, they left. Yeah, the Sharks left. Yeah. left the
What
league.
was his name? What was his name? Moats?
Yeah, Ryan Moats.
Right, that guy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that whole saga. We're gonna have to catch everybody up on. Damn, they don't know about that.
Yeah, Ryan Moats. A lot of people probably know him. Played for the Eagles and a couple pro teams. Um, Man, I like to say I've been on 4 teams. Been pretty blessed with locker room wise. We've always had some pretty good people in the locker room. I guess the 2 seasons I spent in London, that was different. But I met a few people there. Russell, I think Jack Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
met a few people there. We're still friends on the team today. Uh, Other than that, man, I've been blessed on locker room wise. Zero toxicity.
Hey man, that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Even with all our struggles over the last couple seasons, man, everybody's still positive in the locker room. So we're kind of blessed on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
You know, I talked to him.
Yeah.
I not saw him, but I kind of connected with Mike Osai a few
Yeah.
weeks ago. You remember Mike?
It's been a minute. The name's really familiar.
Yeah, he was on Tulsa.
Yeah.
He was on Tulsa when I was there in season
Yeah.
12.
See, I don't think he was there when I was
When did
actually I
you
was with
go?
the Sharks. I didn't
Ah,
go to Tulsa into season, I think, man, 15, 16.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was still playing then.
I do remember the name
Yeah. But it was good. It was good talking to him, man. Uh-oh, they're already trying to recruit you, Manning. Oh, here we go.
though.
Manning should come to Pittsburgh. Great locker room. No, Doug. Leave him alone.
That is the funny thing of this league. Like it's football, like real life football is small. People a lot of times have connections. Even more true in this league. I feel like there's somebody on every team that you probably are gonna, if you're around for a while, right? You probably get to know, like you
Right.
played with them at some point or something like that. So it's mostly good though. I think generally. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say there's never been a toxic locker room ever in this league, but like I think the general experience most places is good. I think so. That's always a good thing.
So, how are you guys feeling about your season so far? You know, we were in season 27, the last season of the 2K era. If I'm not mistaken, I believe both teams won their game this week, week 3, right?
No, we're like we're 1-1 right now. At that
Oh,
close loss. Yeah, we had that close loss
okay.
last week.
So, what are y'all thoughts on the season? Like, how y'all looking to, like, I know it's early, right? But seeing your players out there, seeing your teammates out there, how are you guys feeling about the season so far?
I feel pretty good. I believe we're loaded this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some players this season. Um, yeah, I think we want that playoff, at least to the playoffs. But hey, so it's a long road ahead. Just got to keep plugging each week and find out
Indeed.
what works. That's the only way you can do it.
Yes, sir. Indeed. What about you, David?
Yeah, no, that's well said by Gabe. I think feeling pretty positive in Minnesota. We obviously had a rough loss against Vancouver, but we bounced back from it, got the dub this past weekend. So we're sitting at 2-1. So that's a good start through our first 3. And yeah, I feel like in Minnesota, even before I came, like playoffs is like it's the goal, you know. So. Or almost, I wouldn't say expectation, but like I mean, this is a team that had success before I came, so they're always kind of like looking up to see like, okay, what do we need to do to get in the playoffs and that sort of thing. So I think that's probably going to continue to be true, and it's cool getting to play in the final season on this game engine too, just regardless of how the results might end up playing out. So this will be a fun send off season for us and the league, I think.
Right?
Gotcha. Now I know you are kind of pressed for time, David, and I can see I can feel my voice leaving already. So it was one more question that I had for you. Okay. If you well, this is actually for both of you because you both have you're both familiar with college football. If you had to build an SFL team in college football 27 today, what would you prioritize first? Quarterback, offensive weapons, defense, coaching, recruiting, or facilities, and why?
This is
For
a
me,
great
I think that's a good question. Just
question.
say that. Uh, you got to secure that quarterback. Yeah, that's some that. Yeah, you got to have that quarterback. Yeah, because if you don't have a good quarterback, it's a wrap.
Okay.
It
Whole
is.
season in the tank.
Yeah, unless you got a hell of a running back. But for me, I'm looking at quarterback first.
Mm. Okay then. Okay then. David?
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with quarterback. I think it sort of feels like there's different ways to maybe be successful in this game. Just speaking from having played it a bit, I guess, since it's been out. I guess I'd be curious to try to approach it maybe from a defensive standpoint and see how that might go. I guess, and like I think that's going to be the really interesting thing to me is as our league shifts to this next season, just the different ways people are going to like approach it, I guess, and try to see how they can have success with it because it's gonna obviously be different than the 2K games. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's definitely less like power run base, which the game that we're on is. So I think the passing game is going to be important, regardless, I suppose, of how you want to approach it. Like it's gonna be a bigger factor,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
Oh yes.
Hold on. I'm looking at this chat, man. Okay. So I'm listening to you. And I'm seeing CJ Haygood in here. Y'all know he was a quarterback, San Jose flight.
Oh
Most
yeah,
valuable
San Jose
player.
Flame.
He was supposed to get picked up, but didn't. Things happen. So they in here talking, and David has to go. I can always replace him. I know, babe. I know, but I gotta save my voice, and I know you, so I could have you on my next one. Um, CJ says everybody wants to hear from the goat, and this is what is that the goat that has been in the SFL land for only 2 seasons? And see, and I knew as soon as CJ, you be bringing that on yourself, mate. I swear you be bringing
That's all right. This is Operation Save Ashley's Voice tonight, so no worries.
Yeah.
that. Y'all be killing me, man. Y'all be killing me. All right, convention, guys. We just had the convention in Denver. Had a great time, right? Have you been to a convention or do you plan on going to one at any point? I think they're thinking about having it. And please don't quote me, don't go tell Mike Dax that I said we're doing this. But I heard that they were looking at Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So for the next one. So
Oh,
would y'all plan on attending or have you been to one before?
I've been to two, the ones that were in Houston.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
remember you the one when we had
yeah,
the smoky drink.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
I
So,
remember
but
the
yeah, I
smoke.
wouldn't mind visiting. I wouldn't mind going to. I was gonna try to make this one, but things just my other half had a knee replacement surgery done, so we really couldn't go anywhere. She wasn't able to fly, so
Damn.
we just set this one out. Yeah,
I think Doug had a knee replacement too,
Yeah.
and then somebody else on my team had one. What is going on with everybody's knees?
I
Oh
don't know, but
Lord,
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Lord, have mercy. No, not at all, man.
Yeah,
But I do remember the Houston one. We were all chilling out. That was a
yeah,
really good time. We went to Mike St. Green's house. They had a beautiful house too.
Oh yeah, I saw the footage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice. It was really nice. Have you been to a convention, or do you plan on going at some point?
No, I haven't been to a convention. But yeah, I think I'd be definitely open to going. And I mean, I'm in Wisconsin, so it would be easy if it does end up like being in Minnesota. That's like a drive even for me. Like I could do that pretty easily probably. So I potentially would go if they had it up in the Twin Cities.
Okay. I just think we should check the weather, man, because these these weather patterns be really strange when we starting to fly. Around
right.
that time, like we got to find some place that ain't going through the storms or something. Doug says, I met Manning, great dude, and he knew my name. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh man. Please do. We can finally meet with the first GOAT that was undrafted. Lord have mercy. They still going at it. Okay, guys. I'm gonna give y'all the last word. As y'all can hear it's already starting to kind of go. So I'm gonna give y'all the last word. You can say anything you want. You can either ask me some questions if you like, or you can just give your final shout outs to your team or whatever you want to do at this moment. Right now, let's see. David, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, I will say thank you so much again for having me on. I always love doing this. So it's been a minute since I was. So yeah, and good to meet Gabe Manning as well. This is fun
Likewise.
tonight. And then Ashley, I guess question for you. Shout out to Minnesota for sure. I have to do that. Having a good season. Let's keep it up, Minnesota. And Ashley, question for you. I guess what are you most interested in of the new game and switching over and all of that. Is there anything specific that you're looking forward to or thinking about? I guess just curious.
I think I'm thinking more about how my player should be built. Um, I think I got a lot of flack for just being a woman in that position when I first started with the SFL. They didn't like a female being the quarterback because it's like, hey, but I was the first one. You know what I'm saying?
First
So come
first
on.
one. Yep.
And I think I'm more interested to see how or if my current attributes could somehow be translated into that game and be better. You know, definitely getting the height up. Maybe not so much the weight, but definitely getting the height up there a little bit. But um, get in with Eddie and just seeing what type of quarterback would suit us for what we're trying to build in that regard. You know,
Yeah.
I am also excited about the stadiums. Like I took the time out and I watched gameplay from Madden 12, Madden 20, and college ball. I like college ball better. I love the fact that you can't customize a whole lot more than you could, and what we have been using.
Right.
And even taking Madden out of it, I love seeing the fans, how you can actually make all of the fans different colors, like they're wearing the different colors. And it,
Yeah.
I was
That's
worried
cool.
about the college feel, you know what I'm saying? Because we're like a pro league that was geared on pro football, right? So switching over to that whole college feel is actually exciting. And I think college ball, in a way, is more exciting in general because they have more heart. They're trying to fight for something, and it kind of translates on the field versus the pros where, hey, I got it, man. I got that $1 million, well, hundreds of $1 million contracts and stuff like that. So I ain't got to try as hard, I already look pretty, you know.
Yeah, that's funny. So this is the last thing I'll say because yeah, I do actually have to go. But it's kind of what got me into football at all was college football. Like I have grown up in like university towns and watching college football is kind of what got me into football in the first place. So it'll definitely be interesting to see this league recreated in that sort of that sort of environment, and like with the stadiums and the fans and all of that too. So it's as curious as I am to see how the different teams in the SFL adapt with like on field and player builds and playbooks and all of that. Like I think just the whole experience of us going to there will be interesting as well. So looking forward to it.
All right, David. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. And please, whenever you have time and whenever you want to come back and just hang out with me, please do.
Oh, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. You be safe out there.
All right, you too. Have a good one, Gabe, and everyone else.
All right, you too.
All right, brother.
Man, actually, I had to reach out and get on the show.
Man, you know that you automatically had an invite. You've been having an invite for seasons.
Right.
All y'all know that. Don't be.
Right.
It's 2,300 of y'all on the server.
Yeah, but I'm like David. I got to run too. I got to be up early, super early for work.
No worries.
But
man.
I will say this: roll Lexington. hey, go Lexington.
Hey man, do your thing.
All right, you have a great one now.
Did you have any questions?
Take care in the chat.
Did you have any questions for me before I let you go?
My question probably would have been the same one as David just had about porting over to the new thing, because it's a fast rollout.
Yes.
This is quick. So it must already been in the works.
It was,
yeah.
But what I'm hoping that it was in the works enough to be able to go off smoothly when it needs to be. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got one question for you. Do you think we'll add more teams to the league with this?
I think so. Yes.
Sweet.
Because it's something shiny and it's something new and it's something that it's happening right now. People want to get involved with the new thing. And you have people that are in the league right now that are players that have this experience in the game that can now become coaches, that can now become owners because they have that understanding now. They can do it. So, yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Yes, sir.
That's it for me.
Appreciate you, brother. I'll see you soon, okay?
All right. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. And please, I'm telling you in front of everybody, come back whenever you want to. You don't have to wait for me to come find you.
All right, bet.
Right.
Yeah, you guys have a good evening.
You too, dude. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. It was fun getting to talk college football 27 with my friends, and that's actually going to be one of the topics that I will always have, until we actually roll the game out, just kind of getting the feedback from the community, because I know how the owners feel about it. After all, we voted on it, right? But it is interesting to hear from the other SFLM teams and the SFLM owners, and, just everybody else that is going to have to roll with this change. So if you're interested in being on the show and want to talk about, your experience with college football, why it's going to be a good move, maybe why it's not going to be a good move, I'd love to hear about it. But guys, put your goodbyes in the chat. I'll be happy to roll them across the screen in your final messages as we conclude this evening. I am looking forward to bringing you another great podcast next week, y'all. But until then, you stay safe. You treat each other well, please. And for Gabe, for David, Stryker, we are out. I'll see y'all next week, y'all.
Joy and feelings, and I call you back. Never the life of the party, but I It's been days,